Hi, my name is Farrell White, and this is my book talk about the book Savvy by Ingrid Law. This book is about a little girl turning 13 and getting her savvy, which is a better than normal know-how of something. Except the day before her 13th birthday, which is when everyone in her family gets their savvy, her Papa Beaumont, he falls, he's involved in an accident and ends up in the hospital in Salina, Kansas. And so, as her savvy awakens, she starts to believe that she's the one that can wake Papa up from the coma that he was in from the accident. And so she concocts this plan to get from where they live on the border between Kansas and Nebraska to Salina, Kansas. And in the process of her escape to Salina, she ends up roping in two of her brothers and the pastor's two children, and a Bible distributor and a waitress. And they get on the road, and it's a comedy of errors. This book is really great. The one thing that I really, really like about this book is the dynamic nature of the characters. All of the main characters at the beginning of the story that you're introduced to, by the end of the story, have completely kind of changed the way that they interact with each other, the way that they deal with each other. It's really a very cool transition that they make. The other reason that I love this book is because it reads how I remember thinking as a teenager. The insecurities that Mibs has is the same insecurities that I had, but it's a little bit more fun because of all the savviness of it. The last thing that I really truly love about this book is the connection. These kids turn into a family even though they're not related. They bring in the bus driver and the waitress and make these people part of their life. And it's really inspiring and something that I hope for my life. The passage I'm going to read is about, it's when Mibs wakes up on her birthday, her 13th birthday, and she's starting to notice things that are a little bit different than normal. I woke up early on that Saturday morning of my 13th birthday and lay still and silent for a long, long while, just waiting. Nothing felt too differently yet. I couldn't see through the ceiling or turn on my lamp with a blink or a wink. I couldn't float up off my mattress or make my pillows disappear. I sighed and drummed my fingers against the pattern of my sheets. Nothing was happening, at least not yet. I decided it was safe to get up. Maybe my savvy would arrive at the church with my birthday party, bad timing and all. I rolled out of bed, glancing at Gypsy, where she lay in a nest of stuffed animals and pillows. Gypsy always surrounded herself with fluff and fuzz. She liked her toddler world to be soft and smooth, with no hard edges or rough seams. Once asleep, Gypsy was as difficult to wake as a slumbering sloth. There wasn't a creak from the floorboards or a groan from the bed springs, but the moment my bare feet touched the floor and I stood to untwist my nightgown, my sister sat up and rubbed her eyes, staring at me from her own small bed. "Go back to sleep, Gypsy," I said. No, said Gypsy, repeating her most favorite word and rubbing her eyes stubbornly. "It's too early to be awake. Close your eyes. It's off to dreamland for you again." I crossed the room to nestle her back under her blankets and then left her bedroom quickly before Gypsy could make a fuss. Pink light filtered through the curtains of the house, filling the hallway between the bedrooms with a faint blush of morning. I was careful not to make too much noise as I stole past the other rooms and slipped downstairs, not wanting to wake anybody else up just yet, wanting more time to myself to see what I could see, feel what I could feel. In the kitchen, I fixed myself a bowl of cereal and took it with me to the next room to sit cross-legged on the sofa while I ate. No sooner had I gotten myself settled, balancing my bowl on my knee just right, than I heard a thump, 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 thump. I sat perfectly still, straining my eyes across the dim room. The morning light shifted orange from pink, casting a pastel glow across Mama's stacks of paintings and glinting off the glass aquarium of Samson's dead pet turtle. Thump, thump. I set my bowl down on the floor with a splish splash of milk sloshing up over the side and followed the thumping sound until my nose was nearly pressed against the aquarium. There, in that tank, Samson's turtle was not dead so much as living, trying its unsuccessful best to find a way up the side of the glass. So that turtle had been hibernating after all, I thought to myself. I knew that Samson would be happy as his moody, broody self ever got, that is. But why had that turtle picked that particular persnickety moment to wake up? There before dawn on the morning of my most important birthday, with me in my nightgown balancing frosted cereal on my knee. Watching the turtle, I tapped on the glass, thinking about the turtle and remembering the unusual way Gypsy had woken up as I'd stepped out of bed. A shaky and suspicious feeling started to gnaw deep down in my bones, a feeling that stuck with me the rest of the morning and continued to grow like smoke from a grass fire. I really love that passage and how it's worded and how it reads. I think it's very much the essence of who Mibbs is as a character. I think that this is an excellent book. I would definitely recommend reading Savvy by Ingrid Wow. Thank you and have a great day.